So hey what's up guys, Box here and welcome back to another MotoGP 2020 modded career mode, and here we are then for episode number 17, and we're going to be heading in to the Australian Grand Prix. We've only got 3 rounds left in the season, so it's all coming down to this. What can we do? Take a look at the championship. We're now in 4th place. Finally Suzuki on a bit of a resurgence, so we are trying to hunt down Dovi. Rins is very close, we're a bit far off, but it's all to play for. And just take a look at the other championships. We haven't really done that so far in this career mode, but here you go. Very interesting, but not as interesting as this. So take a look at the results then. We've now got 2 wins under our belt this season, which also makes that 6 podiums and 3 pole positions as well. So let's see what we can do then out here at Phillip Island. So let's head down to qualifying. Right then, so practice wasn't enough to get us into Q2 today, unfortunately. Just wasn't on point, but I think we've got a lot more to give really. So let's head out into Q1 then, which should build us up nicely for Q2. Going around the final corner then. And we're just up behind the Red Bull KTM Tech 3 there. And we're going to come across the line fastest, 0.6 of a second quicker than Banaya. The first 2 sectors were decent, but not quickest. And then the second 2 we were able to put together. So, end the session. That should be us straight into Q2. Yes, it is. Half a second clear of Alicia Spargo. So, I knew we had a bit more to offer than we gave away in practice. So, here we go then, Q2. Gonna whack on some fresh soft and front rear tires, and then we can head out on track. I'm gonna wait towards the end of the session. Pretty sure we can do it all in 1 lap really. Whether it's good enough for the front row or second row, I'm not too sure. Either I will take as long as we're on the front or the second. We should be able to get a decent start. I want to beat Dovi as well as Rins. They are our closest rivals at the minute. And I'm aiming for that top 3 in the championship. So we've got a little bit ambitious, but we've got to push if we need to. And look, it's Dovi and Marquez and Rins on the front. So let's head out then. Can we do it? Can we get pole position here on our Suzuki? Well, that's what we're going to aim for. Let's find out then, shall we? We're a bit far off on this lap. Coming up to about 0.8 off, and that's not a good sector. Oh God, we're going to probably have to go again, so we might just have to look after the tyres on the rest of this lap. So not ideal then this lap. We're going to have to get it all right on this next lap. Looks like we had to probably warm up the tyres a little bit, but that's only P8. We've got a lot of work to do here today. Here we go then. Just under 0.3 of a second underneath of Dovizioso's time now. We might, if we can hold it around this last corner quick enough, might just get pole position. Is it enough? For 27.656 is the time we've got to beat. Pick up a bit of a toe, and oh man, look at that. That is close, but crucially, middle of the first row. Qualified ahead of our teammate as well, which is good. I'm not going to go for a hard rear. I'm going to go for medium rear, I think. I'm kind of tempted to put a soft in the front just to go aggressive and try and hold off at the end, but I don't think that would be wise. I mean, we did 2 laps, 77%. No, it's going to have to be a medium front and a medium rear. Let's head out on track then. So, front row is Dovi, ourselves. Rins did go for that aggressive front and has gone for the soft. That might pay off for him in the race. Well, let's see. There you go. Championship leader there, who is closely followed by us. And then in the championship as well, Rins is only like 14, or was it 16 points behind Dovizioso. Look at that then. What a start in 2 rows of the grid then. Let's go uphill. And Valentino, with the start of the race, goes from the second row all the way over to first. Dovi holds on. I'm through into second. And now we just got to sit in tight behind the doctor, who had an absolutely amazing start. Usually, in this career mode, Rossi gets a poor start. He'll go from like first row back to the middle of the grid. But this time he's gone from the second row, and he's hit the front. And I'm going to try go with him. There's Dovi. Ooh. Now I wonder if our rivalry with Ducati is sparking interest in us for next season. I don't know. But it would be interesting, and that isn't Dovi. That is Dovi. And he's very aggressive. He's made it through. I'm going to get him back up the inside again. This rivalry between us two, Suzuki versus Ducati, is heating up. Rins, come on, where are you? You need to be backing me up. Breaking down the hill and covering that inside line. If he wants to try and go around the outside, he can. So Rossi has bolted a little bit. Look at the Italian. He's gone. Whether Dovi was holding us up a bit, battling, I'm not sure. But Rossi is gapping us, and it is now Rins. Dovi's gone back a bit. Okay. Rins is in second place behind me, and Rossi's pulled a second lead on us at the end of that first lap. Taking advantage. Right. I wonder if he'll save the tyres or just go for it the whole race. I don't think we need to be cautious of tyre wear, to be honest, here. We should be alright with the mediums. We just need to focus on hitting our apexes, hitting our braking points, and closing down the doctor, because we need to get a few wins under our belt if we want to close in on that top 3 position. It would be great to beat Rins and Dovi, but they are very strong finishers at the moment in this season. I wonder if Yamaha have been developing their bike a bit, and now towards the end of the season it's coming into its own a little bit. I do wonder. We close up through that third sector. Bit of a wheelie there out of turn 11. Coming out of turn 11 now. Oh! Slip that rear on the curbing around the final corner. Let's see then what the Suzuki can do in a straight line. Still Rins and Dovi behind Rossi, 28.1. We do 27.6. We're on fire. We close the gap down by 4 tenths in that lap. So looks like the Suzuki is the bike to beat come the end of this 2020 career mode, season 1 as well. Might do a season 2. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we go then. Hunting down Rossi. Let's go. We're on lap number 3. Over the hill at Lukey Heights. Watch that rear, just bloody hell. It just flicked out on us then. Still 666 behind Valentino Rossi. Again, this rear. Need to be careful coming out of these long left-handers with the application of the throttle. I think that's the gap, probably up to about 8 tenths to a second again. We've got a little bit of work to do. 28.4, yep, back up to a second. We lost 4 tenths on that lap. A little bit wide as well through there. Again wide into turn 2. As the tyres start to go. Can we look after them? Valentino obviously the master of doing that. We lose 2 tenths in the first sector. Late on the brakes then into turn 4. You know what? It's like trying to break down a brick wall. He's relentless, Valentino. His consistency. We just haven't got that consistency in our pace. But he's got so much experience and such a strong skill set to be able to do that. We've still got 3 laps to go after this one, so plenty of time really. But I can't afford any mistakes. I need to keep slowly closing the gap, and it might be a last lap job. I'm pleased that we've not got Dovey all over our ass, same as our teammate as well, so I'm glad we're in that sort of next category for pace. What is the lap? 28.1, better, but it's still a second. So we match Valentino's time at the end of lap number 4. So now we need to start pulling the pin a bit. We've got the fastest lap, but Rossi's been so consistent, he's kept us at bay. 9/10 of a second is the gap now for sector 1 on lap number 5. Coming through Stoner corner on the brakes. Whoa. Close it right down to turn 4. Run a bit deep, but it's okay. See if we can put in another fast lap of the race. That will really help us out. It will take it out of our tyre. Look at our rear tyre in the bottom right. Just got to watch the acceleration out of corners now and over the curbs as well. Be careful. But we've locked onto him. Half a second now. Here we go. 2 laps to go after this lap. It's a battle of attrition here with the GOAT. I know some of you would be disappointed in the comments if we beat him. And most of you probably... Oh, look at how fast it's up in the race. Most of you will be probably cheering on the Doctor right now, but we're closing up. We're making this Suzuki work for us. Look at the gap that we've both got to Rins and Dovey behind. Well, I assume it's still them behind. I haven't checked. Haven't been looking. We'll have to have a look for the next sector split, shall we? So Rossi dead ahead of us. It is Dovey behind. Making shapes behind the Doctor. Oh. That bit of grass isn't going to help us. The bike didn't like the sound of that either. We've got to make a move. Look, we've only got 1 more lap after this one. On the throttle. Oh, running deep. Over Lukey Heights now we go. It's all going to come down to the last lap, isn't it? It really is going to come down to the last lap. Still need to get a screenshot for the thumbnail, as you guys know, if you've watched my career modes before. That's one thing we always do. I've been trying to get side by side with Valentino to be able to do it with him, but I don't know if we'll be able to. Right, cross the line then. 28.3, that wasn't a great lap, but it's time to get a solo screenshot. Right then, 1 lap to go. Let's do this. Valentino, we are coming for you. Chuck it into turn number 1. Gonna have to be quiet and concentrate on this lap. Come on, the front end, grip up please. Come on, 666 again. Can we do something out of Stoner corner into turn 4? Ooh. Weren't able to commit, but we've shown our hand to the Doctor, which might have been a mistake. Oh man, it's all going to come down over Lukey Heights. That's our next opportunity, I think. Come on. Here we go. Oh no, wide. Oh, the rear. Down the hill into turn 10. Oh no. Oh no. Get back on track. Go. That was stupid. Oh, Duffy's there. Oh, the rear. Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Come on. Ah! Dovizioso. It's to the line with Dovi. Back off, mate. Oh, man. That went real scary, real quick on that lap. So, Valentino, the toughest nut to crack there in that race. We weren't able to do it. We had to risk it all, and my God, we almost risked it all. But in the end, it worked out. P2 ahead of Dovi and Rins. Only 51 points ahead of Dovi. 2 races to go. Rins is now a little bit further behind Dovi, but that means in the championship, look, we're 8 points off of Ducati. We can at least get that. That has to be the aim. And the top 3. I still want to get in the top 3. So there you have it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed that. Whew, I need a rest after that race, I tell you what. Good fun though. So if you did enjoy, remember to smash the like button, share it around with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more MotoGP 2020 career mode.